I pick big companies with strong financials and real future growth. Stable today, scalable tomorrow. Criteria 1. High net profit margin. A company can rake in huge revenue and still be failing. You've seen the headlines. Millions in CEO pay while problems pile up behind the scenes. Poor leadership, toxic work culture, high turnover, inefficiencies. Things you won't always see on a balance sheet, but they bleed into expenses. The good news? You don't need to dig deep or scan headlines. It all shows up in one place, the net. Because at the end of the day, net profit margin tells the truth, not the hype. Start with a number you are comfortable with. Personally, I look for companies with a net profit margin over 10%. Criteria 2. Low debt-to-capital ratio. Why does this matter? Think of it like this. If a company suddenly shuts down, the debt-to-capital ratio becomes everything. Debt gets paid first. Lenders and creditors are at the front of the line. Shareholders? They're last, and they might walk away with nothing. But here's the twist. Not all debt is bad. Some companies borrow to buy their own office space, upgrade technology, or expand operations. That's strategic debt, fuel for future growth, not just money to stay afloat. A healthy business doesn't rely too heavily on borrowed cash. If the ratio is low, it means the company mostly uses its own resources, more stable, less risky. If it's high, it's leaning too much on loans, and that can spiral fast if things go south. Personally, I look for companies with a debt-to-capital ratio under 40%. It's one of the simplest ways to spot smart financial structure. Criteria 3. 1 year positive sales growth. Let's be clear, this is 1 year trailing 12 months, TTM, not 5 years ago. I couldn't care less about past performance if a company isn't moving now. A company might have crushed it in the past, but if it can't keep up with evolving tech or changing demand, it falls behind. And where does that decline show up? In sales growth. Falling sales usually mean lost market share. Customers move on, competitors move in. Look around. A few years ago, almost no one offered AI phone assistants. Today, the market's packed, with smarter, cheaper, faster options. New companies are constantly emerging with leaner, tech-forward solutions. So when I'm scanning a company, I'm looking at this year, this quarter, this moment, because consistent sales growth means they're not just surviving, they're still in the game. Personally, I look for companies with last 12 months sales growth over 5%. Criteria 4. High average daily trading volume. When picking stocks, I look for companies that trade in high volume, daily. Why? It's all about supply and demand. If you ever need to sell, you want buyers lined up. High trading volume equal liquidity. Low volume? That's when selling becomes a struggle. Personally, I target companies with an average daily volume over 5 million shares. But if you're just starting out, I recommend setting the bar at 10 million. That gives you more breathing room and confidence because high trading volume means high liquidity, plenty of buyers, easy exits, no bottlenecks, no drama. Over time, you can adjust down to the level you're comfortable with. Just make sure there's enough demand when you're ready to move. Criteria 5. Diversify by sector. Don't just throw your money at one hot industry. Instead, pick a few sectors you personally believe in. Then apply the same strict filters to each. Why? Because every sector moves differently. By spreading across industries, you reduce risk and increase your chances of catching winners. For me, I'm drawn to technology, real estate, financials, restaurants, and food. They each fall under different sectors, but that's just my style. Your job is to choose sectors you understand and feel confident in. Then use the 4 rules we've already covered to pick the best of the best in each one. That way, you're not just investing, you're curating a portfolio of high-performing, high-conviction picks. Final tip: review regularly, not obsessively. Don't check your portfolio every day. Seriously, that'll drive you nuts. Stocks move, headlines flash, emotions flare. But long-term investing? That's about clarity and consistency, not constant reaction. I recommend reviewing your picks monthly, or at least every few months. Enough to stay informed, not so much that you're second-guessing every tick on the chart. Bonus rule: all in or out, no half wins. Some companies might meet 2 or 3 criteria, but almost right isn't enough. I only pick the ones that match all 4 of my criteria, because that's where confidence lives. That's how you build a portfolio of conviction, not just guesses. Let your research do the heavy lifting. Trust the process.